We travel north 4.5 hours into the night to end off the snowmobiling season with an outrageous adventure up as far north as we could go. Breathtaking scenery, delicious food, and fishing like I've never seen before.
Insane! Look at that! Okay, we're on the road here for a pretty big trip. 5:30 p.m., not a.m. We're leaving late in the evening here with a hardcore crew. The boys don't mind leaving this time of the evening, getting to work today. Oh, actually, we got 200 kilometers of truck. Then we got about another 165 kilometers on skidoo. Days are longer, but it'll probably be getting dark by the time we get there, or if not, pitch black by the time we get there. Hopefully there's no issues. I got all the confidence in the world in the boys. Boys are cross-country racers, so we'll see what we make out here. Alright, so it's 8 o'clock p.m. We're just getting ready to rock and roll here. About 165, 170 kilometers from here. Crossing Smallwood Reservoir, probably in about an hour. "40 kilometers up now." Used to be an old lodge in there one time. We just came off the main road. Now we're heading towards Lobsic Structure. Just starting to get a little duckish there now. Everything is all good there now. No gas cans came off. Gear seems to be secure. I got one GPS. Andrew got two. What do you got there, Brady? Yours is different again, is he?
Oh, GPS?
Yeah.
Just try it.
Looks different than Andrew's though. Just the colors.
Yeah, mine's just big.
Oh, bigger one.
Yeah.
Looking good that way, so we decided to turn around and try alternate route.
Once we found an alternate path, we then entered the mighty Smallwood Reservoir, a man-made water basin designed back in the 60s to supply the Churchill Falls hydro generating system. This thing is massive and daunting to cross at any time of the year. Wind, open water, rocks and islands can appear out of nowhere. Of course, given it was dark, makes it even more challenging. There were times I looked at my GPS and I could only see blue, signifying no landmarks around us whatsoever.
Well, we made it across the reservoir. It got a bit windy out in the middle there, but made it through nonetheless. A little bit rough, but better than what I expected actually. I'm just going to stop here for a little break. We're almost about 100 kilometers in or so now. Just like that, it started snowing. You never know what to expect. That's not where we're staying, is it, Brady?
Just for you, Chuck. You got the honeymoon suite in that one.
There you go. About 117 kilometers in. I think we got about 38 kilometers to go. Get stuck sometime. At least it's right by the camp. Woo! Home sweet home. Beautiful spot. Spot. Look at this. Unreal.
Let's see if there's anything small in there.
Hacienda. It looks a little lower, but yeah, the mattress is tipped up.
Yeah. Chuck, you might have to teach me how to do that.
Check in now, let everybody know we're here safe and sound. Just gonna bring our gear in now. It's about 12:30 a.m. Wasn't too bad of a trip. I think everybody's in good spirits. Pretty good going.
With that, Brady went and grabbed some water and we unrolled our sleeping bags to at least warm them up a little bit on this cold night. Scott started in right away with a feed of moose and onions, and with that everyone hit the bunk. It wasn't long and the morning light was peering in through the windows. Don't spare the butter, boys. Don't spare the butter.
Don't spare the butter, boys!
So we went about 160 kilometers last night, towing a big load. Skidoo was way down. And we were breaking trail most of the way. Not so much me, I was on the back. And for those of you who are wondering, I had 3 bars out of 10 left in the Skidoo. So I burned about 3/4 of a tank. What a beautiful river here, boy. Right by the camp. Just saw an eagle come off one of those trees there. I'd say an eagle knows this area. I'm sure it's rich in fish around here. That eagle knows that. Probably gonna nest around here, I would say. What a spot, what a spot. We got one bucket with no cover on it. Get caught in a situation like that, a little trick. Take a garbage bag. The garbage bag in the bucket. Fill her up. Tie it off. So answer this question. Do we have a bucket of water or a bag of water? Whew. Good quiz.
And with the water hauled back and extra wood stocked in the wood stove, we geared up and left for a full day of exploring. One of the goals today is to head even further north in search of big brook trout. We really didn't know what to expect, but Brady had a hunch we could try some decent ice fishing spots along the way.
Camp is almost buried up with snow. Just stopped here along the trail. We're going to try for a brook trout. Brady is a guide up in this area for many years. He usually fishes out here and he's going to go test the ice before we move any snowmobiles out there. This time of the year, right next to the brooks, it can get pretty dangerous. Daily it changes, so he's experienced. We're going to let him figure it out for us. I'll just let you go ahead there a little bit by yourself, Brady. What? 5 seconds? 5 seconds! I've never seen that before in my life. I've never seen it. Like that now. Maybe only one today, but I'm telling you, he never got to the bottom. That's not you got to get in the game, buddy. He's there at him. Insane! Insane! And oh man! That is unreal! That is crazy. That wasn't 10 seconds. What?
I literally just laid it down.
That is crazy! Are you kidding me right now? Look at that, it's crazy! This must be the mecca of all meccas here. Well, the boys got 4 fish, just like that, and I mean just like that. But those big fish got there for a reason. They're smart now, so they're kind of quieting down a bit. Try a couple different holes. Usually when I start fishing, everything stops. Line, but yep, got 2, buddy. Look at that, look. You know, there's a lot of fish when this is very lightly hooked with a small hook. No damage. Look at that, boys. Look. Back you go, buddy. Anyone there? Where he is? There. Yes, sir. Look at that big trout. Look at that little tiny hook. There you go again, brother. What you're gonna do is do some fancy camera tricks to make that look big, brother. He's a nice one, do you? Look at that, look. Dogs. World class. World class. Come over here, Andrew Law. Dad show ya. Dad show ya.
Set the hook back on at you if you want.
Tap again.
So much excitement hauling those large fish up through the ice. We kept one for the pan and then switched gears to cutting wood for the main lodging area for the Three Rivers Lodge outfitting cabins. These camps are some of the furthest north and is where the guests are flown into each summer for nothing less than exceptional brook and lake trout fishing. We are actually staying in one of their outpost camps. According to Brady, these lodges book up quickly as the fishing tales speak for themselves.
Well, the wood's all cut. The fish is all caught. I'm gonna head back to the camp now. Put on some big steaks. How much better can it get? This is pretty common for this time of the year. We came up here this morning. This ice was not let go. And that was completely caved in. See where we just went over it then, look. That might not be very deep there. Still for all. So let's go.
After doing some camp chores, we then put on the mega supper. Fresh brook trout, shrimp, and T-bone steaks. Talk about delicious after a full day of riding.
There's an unbelievable display of northern lights happening right now. First of all, it was about half the sky, and now it's almost 360 degrees of the sky. I'll pop some photos in here. We caught on our camera. This camera's not quite good enough to catch it, but what a way to complete an unbelievable day. Off to bed for us. We'll see you guys in the morning when it's coffee time. Real good burning. We actually had planned to stay another day, do some more fishing, some more wood cutting. But this time of the year you get some real big weather swings, and we got one coming. It was calling for a little bit of rain when we left, anywhere from 5 to 10. Now it's 15, 20, even some forecasts are calling up to 30 millimeters of rain. And you don't want to be caught this far up north in that kind of a rainstorm, or anywhere for that matter. It makes for sloppy conditions, the snow just dissolves. So we're going to pack up and hit the trail. It's been an unbelievable experience once again, of course. Incredible snowmobiling, beautiful camp, delicious food, northern lights, great bunch of guys, father and son trip, world-class fishing. So I don't know what else you could accomplish anyway, to be honest with you, just to be here and absorb even more of it. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and stay tuned to the next one. And until the next video, take care of each other, get outside and enjoy everything outdoors. And we'll see you next time. Guaranteed.
And we'll see you next time.
Guaranteed.
Get outside and enjoy.